Okay, welcome to hour 2 of day 1. We are going to get some equipment to the fields and start a whole bunch of harvesting. As you can see, it's telling me that my mixing plants are empty. Let's see if we can't start doing the steps required to change that. So, first things first, I have downloaded the New Holland expansion pack. Probably a waste of money, but oh well. We're going to rent these guys for 8 hours. That's hopefully more than I need them for. But that should have me safe. I'm going to get 2 of these guys. Okay. And 2 Kemper headers for them. Pretty much everybody who runs harvesters or self-propelled harvesters around here, and generally custom operators, contractors, they do run these Kemper headers. The other type, what's it called, that comes with the game is not really that common here. I've never seen one. The Crone type, easy cut I think they call it. I'm sure they're around, I just haven't personally seen it. Alright, so there's your 2 harvesters, that's covered. Let's go check them out. Alright, we're gonna get the header on this bad boy. I probably shouldn't have bothered buying this thing. Really, that class one, there's several different versions out there available for download. They're a little more feature rich, but oh well. The cash crop or the contractor who our family hired over the years had a New Holland self-propelled harvester, so that may have been why I wanted it so bad. Well, his was much older than this one. Anyways, we're going to field 25. I'll send this guy to field 25, the primary entrance. Set his speed to maximum. Drive course. It's been my experience that harvesters tend to not run as well in course play for street courses. They tend to weave a lot for some reason. Some are better than others. So we'll see. I may get a message saying that he's slipping. This guy's going to go to the same field, only a different spot on it, the northwest corner. Uh-oh. Let's see. Northwest. That's not actually very far from here. Almost not worth the trouble of making a course for, but because I knew I'd be running a whole bunch of equipment at one time and just getting it out the door, that's why we did that. Okay. Next, let's talk about tractors and wagons. So, what are my options here? I'm going to be running 3 and 4 tractors respectively on these guys. That's a good tractor. This guy here, I'm going to get 3 of these guys and group them all together. It's a good thing I got $3 million. I'm spending a lot of money just renting equipment. I do like my fence. Cadillac of tractors is what they call them around here. Alright, I'm going to buy some weights. What have I got for weights? I always seem to have different weights. This is a good weight. Big fent weight. Different weight. Different weight. That thing. That's new. It's for the... Huh. Oh, that must be a part of that massive New Holland package I have. Cool. I'll keep that in mind for when I get those tractors, there's specific weights I can get for them. Well, I'm running fence. Hopefully this thing is plenty heavy. I'm going to buy these. 3. I'm gonna buy 4 of these guys too. They're just a good, nice. It's a Deutz weight, but it's basically a generic weight. I'm gonna probably want that weight for my 1050. I plan on buying myself a 1050 for my own daily usage. I'll own probably about 3 or 4 or maybe more tractors fairly quickly. Alright, that should be enough weights for now. Now, wagons. I'm going to be buying or renting several of these wagons today, and I'm going to own. I'll probably own one by the end of the day as well, but because this is a good, useful little wagon. It doesn't do wood chips, I don't think. Anyways, just to keep things organized, I'm just going to do these 3 for starters, get them to the field, then I'll do the next ones, and I'm going to have 4 for that run. May even have to add another one as we go. Alright, so I assume this bad boy, this is a nice tractor. Worked well when I tested it out earlier. Fairly feature rich. Turn those mirrors on. My seat raising, or is my controller messed up? Oh, the mirrors are not turning on. There is a bug. What the heck's going on with the seat? Whatever. Let's get to work. Grab one of these Fent weights for it. You can see those Deutz ones I bought are a little larger. I don't know if they're any heavier, if they're any more effective. There's a weight out there apparently that you can actually change the weight on. I should actually look into that. There's a weight that you can change the weight on. That sounds a bit odd, but you can change the weight amount on it. Alright, so this nice Fortuna trailer. Gonna send you to the store. Courses 25 northwest. Speed maximum. Go. Next. I probably forgot to press back to tell him to stop at the end of that course. So as soon as I'm done with this guy, I will jump back in him and make sure that's activated. F1 screen is not really necessary. Dummy. Yeah, I did forget to activate it. Okay. See what I mean about these guys not traveling so well? I'm just going to ignore that for the moment. He's basically there, but... Alright. Let's get this guy on the road. Then I have to pick what I want to run. It's always a pain in the butt when you're running so many different machines. Ideally, you want to have all different machines so when a message comes up saying it's stuck or whatever, you know exactly what it is and where it should be. So for what obviously I'm going to have way too many machines to run different machines. So what I'm going to do for now is run all the same machines on the same task, so at least I'll have an idea. Okay, those guys are running up to the North BGA, so it's one of those three guys that gives me a better idea. So I'll have probably two. I don't know. I'll look in the store and make up my mind when I get there. That's what I'm gonna do. By golly. Alright, so I have a harvester that has arrived at its destination. It ain't this one. Stop him. He's going to be starting that field. We will just shut him off for the moment because we get a lot more equipment to organize. I'm going to stop this driver right where he sits because his next course is starting right where he's sitting. And this guy running along. Alright, let's head back to the store. Okay, that's just aggravating. You're basically there. And I have a pretty good idea. If I had just let him go, he would have ended up in the ditch. You'll notice I got two different colored Kemper headers. Not necessary in anyways, but that way, if at least I'm jumping between vehicles and I for some reason forget which one I'm in, I'll remember, oh, this one's got the red Kemper header, it's running the northwest course. Alright, he would have stopped here. I'll just bring him out to where I'm planning on having him start. Well, these harvesters don't run very well on roads in course play. They seem to have a hard time keeping the waypoints. I don't know if it's the rear steering that does that or what. They run very well just running the field courses, so. Alright, shut you down. Now let's pick our next tractors. I am thinking for tractors, I'm going to run a combo of, well, I like this guy. He's a useful little guy, so I'm going to run him 8 hours. And the 1050 here does not work following combine. It's just this particular mod, this 1050 mod I have. I've used other 1050s in the past that worked fine. He works great for field work, cultivating, plowing, that sort of stuff, planting. He can't follow a combine. He continually gets lost. It's frustrating as all get out. Here's some mods I really should get rid of. I just got for fun once upon a time. These tractors, I may buy one sometime just as a yard tractor. Same thing with these ones. For the record, on our home farm, we currently have I think we have a 1086, just like this one. Two-wheel drive, baby. Okay. This guy, well, there's a few options. I'll go with the North American non-tracked version. I'm gonna want to own him, so I'll buy him. Then I'll buy his wheels too. The Pumas I will own later. This guy's free, so I'm gonna buy him. That's terrible, I know. Might not use him right away. It's a decent little mod. The dirt's a little crazy, but then there's all these New Hollands. So that was 3 tractors. I need one more for now. Get the biggest one possible because I needed to. Just gonna rent him. Okay. And just for fun, I will get the proper weight for that New Holland. I assume it's the biggest weight. How much is that? 900. I can buy it, sell it later if I don't want it. Okay, now once again, trailers, same trailers. There we go. Right. One more. Okay. I'm hoping that's enough. I may need more trailers as I go, or more tractors pulling those trailers. What number am I after here? I guess number 8. I better check into that fence. He should be screaming at me. Ah. He should have stopped when he said he was in traffic, and he didn't. That was very bad of him. That means I'm going to have to mess around with those guys. This is a nice mod, although I don't like how thick that hood is. But overall, pretty decent mod. And it does this job well enough. I think it would pull a cultivator too if I wanted it to. And when I say pull a cultivator, I mean like a 12-meter cultivator. Okay, he's going to field 25 specifically. This guy, I'm not going to use the dualies for this job, not really necessary. So I'll just quick hook onto these things, move them aside for now. Or not. Won't let me, will it? Because I got a hook on the other side. Fine, I'll grab the Massey first. This guy's got some funky engine sounds. But he's free. I know, that's cheating. I really should open up the XML and give it a more realistic price. The mod maker got a little lazy or generous or whatever there. Really should we'll get to that. Now I should be able to hook up to the other side of this. Just move this guy out of the way. Come on, you beast. This is obviously basically the in-game case. Only he's added an IC with a few minor features. Nothing dramatic. What does that do? The usual, change the screen to more pointlessness. Oh, I can get my signals out. These are typical to North America, those things. So that's good. Nothing up. Oh, I had a nice little sun visor, which you'll see I don't generally run a whole lot of in-cab view. So those are nice little touches that I don't really worry about too much. Alright, we'll let's put this guy over here for now. Later on, I will probably want them. This tractor I'm planning on using, cultivating probably every once in a while, depends. If I'm plowing, then the 1050 that I'm going to buy will do most of the plowing. This guy can run a cultivator, I'm sure, and he can run a planter, and he can run my big manure spreaders that I'm going to be planning on running. Brain fart. I'm gonna have to change all these too. I always change my field speed to 20 because they're big fields. They've got a long ways to go. Alright, I got one more guy to move, and that weight, which doesn't seem that big. I hope it's big enough. I think I might have missed something. What I see on this thing? F1 screw. Dual wheels front, dual wheels rear. Disable cab suspension. Enable cab suspension? Whatever. There's no IC either. Interesting. Doesn't really want to hook onto that weight. It drives right over it. I don't know how you... So, whatever. I guess I own the thing too. Maybe I'll have to look into that a little harder. For now, we'll just grab one of these weights. I assume it'll grab, yeah. Automatically fold the forks out. And unfortunately, this is not the last of the tractors that I'm going to need. I'll probably get another one or two New Hollands to run some auger wagons. But that is for later. For now, let's get this corn silage going. Field speed 20. Drive course stop. Alright. See, you don't press the stop at last trigger and you get a stupid tractor driving all over. He would end up getting stuck in the river. And since he's a rental, it could have cost me a bloody fortune. On the rental mod, in case you didn't know, if you get a vehicle stuck, they charge you a substantial fee automatically. Something like 50,000 bucks. That's why I don't pay my course play guys. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's not because I'm cheap. It's because they're earning their money back from all the times they've ditched my tractors and things like that. Alright. You can stop. Which one is the Massey? Oh, Massey's number 10. I got things all out of order. Where are you going? Come on, get with it. We got things to do here, New Holland. Alright. The second New Holland harvester. Let's get him fired up. And we are going to set up, make a route for him. Does it automatically get the width or do I have to fold them out? Looks like it automatically got the width. I'll just double check though. Fold it out anyway, so. I believe I have field 25 registered. Yep. Starting corner, northwest. Running south. Don't need to return to first point and don't need a headland. Generate course. Just double check that width. Yep, we're good widths. And pipe out, fire this baby up. First waypoint, go tour. I'm gonna have to move all these guys around because they got knocked off their course. It would have been convenient to have left them there where they stopped, but alright, I better get that New Holland stopped before he does something stupid. Alright, and back to you. Move over here, would ya? Fire this guy up. Now we're going to set him up to follow that harvester and bring the silage to the North BGA first bunker. I've already pre-recorded these courses, but you'll get to see them in a moment. So, field 25, field courses, northwest, which is where I am, to BGA 1. That course is loaded. You can see the course here. It's a fairly short, easy course. He's going to go through that first bunker, come back. Once again, as always with me, is compromised a bunch of short courses. So I've got a course that's going out to the road. I've got the road 3 course. I've got an entrance into the bunker. And at the entrance to the bunker, I have individual courses going through each bunker, labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what that is. So that is set up. Course is loaded. I'm going to go back here. Combi empty, combine and offload. I'm going to set him up to manual since he's starting outside the field. 1 mile? No. 39 meters? Yep, that's the right one. That's how you know. I always try and set it up at the start, have the tractor fairly close to its combine so I know which one. In this case, I know it's my second one. Speed, we're going to increase field speed to 20 miles an hour. Everything else should be able to... I found in the past that I have to knock these guys to 25 miles an hour on this type of job. There's a lot of weight behind them, it tends to push them through corners. And drive course. Shut that a little. No combine reach, he says. He's just not looking very hard. And then we'll get the other two. What am I starting here? Same deal. Oops, not that one. And you always want to start these guys at the end of the route. Somehow he's good. So, and this will be the last one for this run. Come on. BGA 1. Now he's probably going to complain about being in traffic. That won't last long because once that first trailer gets 50% full, which it is now, this guy, yep, he just drove off. Okay, let's get the other harvester rolling. Field 25 again. Only this time starting southeast. it is possible, yes, to run these things beside each other, but since I'm running to two very different points, delivering to two different places on this application, it just makes most sense for me to run them from either end of the field. Alright, what do I want here? Number 8. Actually, no, I'm going to want this guy to start. So, run that type of course, speed 20 miles an hour, and field speed. Now I'm going to be running to the dairy farm bunker, and for now I'm going to run just 2 track, maybe 3, because this is a very short little run. So, field 25, field courses, southeast to Dairy B1. There's only one B in Dairy, but whatever. Drive course. And off he goes. And he's going to run exactly the same course. Knock your field down to 25. Find your harvester. Load the course. Southeast to Dairy B1. And you can see what this course is doing. Can't really see it, that rentals symbol's in the way. But he's going to the dairy farm. It's not far from here. It's a short little course. And we'll run this New Holland on the same course. I think it'll work out okay. I may end up having a minor problem with too many tractors on the run and them sort of complaining about being in traffic. We'll see. Definitely don't need the 4th guy for this run. I will need him when I'm going to the South BG. That's quite a ways away. I'm thinking I may actually want to add a tractor to that route. Let's go to B1. And it won't take very long for them to fill this little bunker either. See, he's going to say I'm in traffic. That's fine, as long as he stops. So that's that. We are now harvesting. As you can see, there's my Massey. According to our glance, or yeah, this is glance I'm using, he's at 41%. I can see my very first fence is already full, and he's running off to the BGA. Look at him go. 25 miles an hour, as instructed. This guy's waiting. This guy's harvesting. I have got weeds in the field already. That's annoying. Working like a charm. Just make sure everything works well here. He goes into the proper bunker. Gonna drive in here. Can't see it right now. If I put settings, you'll see. If I put these, I can just got this course preset, and the latest greatest versions of course play calculate the speed they need to run all by themselves through here, so you don't have any issues. It should put it in nice and even. It used to do it in sections. I don't think that worked all that well. But anyways, I made crossing points visible, so you'll see where one course starts and another one ends, just if you watch that. I can also do this. All those little triangles, that's a course starting and ending. Obviously I've got several little courses recorded there. So you can see it. This is the exit to the 3, and then the end of that course and the joining up with 3 south. Alright, let's do that. No point in having that clutter there unnecessarily. So that is that. We are good to go. This guy looks to be about full. We'll see behind him is the case. Let's just watch that happen. And he's just going to pull right on up the side and we'll carry on. Guys who design course play are pure geniuses. They are my heroes. That's amazing. Anyways, I guess we got to start worrying about the next fields. So for that, we're going to go to my mod folder. We're going to grab some combines. My favorite combines. I don't use this mod. It does not really work for course play. I think I actually did make it work a little bit, but never. Not that great. So we'll grab this guy. Rent him. This is just a wheel color. 8 hours again. I don't think I'm going to need him for the full 8, but I'm going to grab one without dual wheels. I already have grain headers that I never sold. Small grain headers, whatever, wheat, barley type. So I'm good that way. So that'll be and I should sell that stupid weight. We will hook him onto that. Set him on a course and we'll see how well this works. Like I said, harvesters don't always drive so well. You'll notice yesterday they made it here alright. So anyways, this one I'm setting the field 45. The other one has a lot less. Oh man. Okay, I thought I had more equipment already. The other one's not going too far. He's going to field 13. And they're both going to be harvesting soybeans. Come on, you. Field 13. Go. Alright, real quick, let's sell that weight. Kinda not doing anything for me. Is it? Okay, next I'm gonna need a couple more tractors to run the auger wagons. What shall I use? Not a Puma. Maybe I'll just go with another type of New Holland. Unarticulated. I'm running 390 out in the field. I'll run some 357 horsepower. 20. Yeah, we'll run this. Wrench you. And we'll do that again. We'll just run 2 of them. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna run a different brand. That way, if it gives me a message, I'll have an idea. I can't run the fs15 on this job. That guy's too small. Yeah, that thing's okay, but it's also a Fendt 936, so that won't help me. I don't think he would work very well. None of these guys would work. They don't have the horsepower I need. None of these guys have the horsepower I need. Alright, pretty much settles it. We're just going to rent another one of these guys. At least I don't have to get weights for him. So that's that. Now I need to get the auger wagon. Auger wagons, where are you? Here we are. And I'll use Brent avalanches. there's an update to this mod where I can choose my color. Doesn't really matter. Did see a few Brent avalanches in the field this fall, so that was nice. Alright, let's get those guys hooked up and out to respective fields. That's my last weight. It's perfect. It's the last weight I need today. Well, it's probably not going to be true, but we'll find out. Alright, you, I guess, are going to go to field 45. Store horses. 45. 5 course, stop last point. Speed maximum. Field speed 20. And we get they're going to 13. There you go. Combines cannot drive on roads. I will deal with that momentarily. Hopefully it's not a disaster. Which one is it? Yep. There's this guy. Try again. Dummy. Alright, now we begin the process of bringing in trucks and trailers. So for the field 45 run, I only need 2 trucks. Where are my trucks? I'm going to be running all the same type of truck. Once you find one that works, you tend to stick with it. Go blue. Again. Blue. Alright, so that's for the field 45 run. Now I need 3 for the other field 13 run. And for that field, we'll go with that color. And I am going to need 2 more trucks and trailers for the potato field that will start up after we get this soybeans going. So I'll rent them right now too. That color, just because I've never used it. Yeah, now we gotta worry about some trailers for these guys. So I'm gonna need 5 of grain trailers. Yeah, these guys, Wilson's. That's 1. Two. 3. 4. Oops. Just too many buttons here. Five. Alright, since I'm in the trailers, I'll get the ones I'm going to use for potatoes, which is... Never used these guys. Someday I'm going to experiment with those. These guys. Need 2 of these. Alright, my store parking lot should be rather full of Peterbilts all of a sudden. Guess what? A combine is slipping. Shocker. Oh, and he's probably stupid too. It might not be his fault. I might have forgot to press the return thing. Or don't return, whatever. You know what I mean. If you don't, you'll find out. Because come to think of it, when I restarted the other combine, I also didn't activate it. So, as soon as I get him to the end of the field I want to start him on, we'll jump back there and get that activated. So this is rather annoying when you have a combine stuck in a ditch and you can't drive it out. You either got to reset it, which since it's a rental I think might cost me, or you have to get another tractor and whatever, just ram it out of there. Uh-oh, I think I might have a traffic jam with the trailer. Yep. Guess I don't have to worry about it anymore. Dummy. I'm just gonna drive you to the bloody field. It's not worth the trouble. Now, I should also real quickly check on that dairy farm to make sure this is not his field, but whatever. But they haven't filled that bunker. One thing, I guess I can keep an eye on that top left there. If I see trailers transporting at 40% or whatever, that will be an indicator that the bunker's full and it's returning. As soon as that bunker's full, I'm going to want to send them down to the South BGA. That's a long drive, and I'll have the 4th tractor on the run at that point. Okay, this is where he needs to be. We'll just jump in there. We'll jump in that case. Actually, we're going to jump on this guy, see where he's at. It's basically there, okay. Oops. The case is number 5. Park him right in the field for the moment. Alright, Peterbilts. Big row of trucks. And they're all going to be working. So this guy is going to field 45. Alright, I gotta check on that bunker before I forget. Here comes a tractor to unload into it. Pretty sure the BGA bunker will be a little while, but I just want to real quick see how we're doing here. We are at 35%, not real close. Okay, look at him. Wow, never looked at it like this up close. Whoa. Good job. Look at him go. And back out. Okay. Back to this Peterbilt. First one's number 6. Okay. Running the field 45. This truck will obviously go faster than 31 miles. It'll go, I believe, 60 miles an hour. My experience is it's not usually a great idea to go faster than that, so 31 miles an hour is quick enough. This guy's gonna follow him. Store courses 45. That's him. Now, these next guys, their truck run to the grain bins is actually not running them right behind me here, that farm you see behind us. So instead of running them on the course I have going to the field, I will just bring them over outside the yard here to where their course is, and just have them run their load at start course, or their truck run as I call them. So to do that, we're going to go load at start, and field 13 truck runs should just be the one there. Truck to livestock grain bin, which is livestock farm grain bin. Bring him over here. You're curious, so you don't believe me. There's the course. And we'll make sure we get him on the one that's going towards the field. Shut that off since it's annoying to me. Set the speed. Drive course. And I don't have to press stop on that one because it will automatically stop when it gets to the end. Start, nice and speed, 13, truck runs, truck to livestock grain bin. If you want to see that, we can show it to you. That's the course. It's going, its loads here, runs up on the Highway 1, takes the junction to Highway 4, all the way over here, takes the junction to Highway 3, does the entrance into the livestock farm, drives under the grain bins and exits and basically reverses the same route, enters in the on this bridge here and stops there. Make sure we're where we want to be when we start, which is on the right side of this road, this laneway. Yep, he's good to go. Alright, let's get the combine, or we'll deal with that New Holland. That is, which one is that? Number 14. Get him. Over in the field here. You'll notice I'm going to try and drive these auger wagon guys into the middle of the field. That way I found it'll start okay if it's far enough away from its start and end points. You might understand a little more what I'm talking about later. So 16. And we're going to load his course now, his truck run, which is field 45. Truck runs. And you can see this course here runs up to the dairy farm, unloads in the grain bins, exits out here, and runs back through the field, stops here. So I'll bring him just in front of his start. Drive over these potatoes. Drive course, grab the other truck, which is number 17. Same deal. Field 45, truck runs, dairy farm grain bin. Start at the nearest waypoint, and he should stop without any complaints where he belongs. So let's get that combine fired up, shall we? And that is number 12. Unhook that trailer. Unfold. Fold up that baby. Now, double check. I think I had deleted the course for this field. I had it saved before, and the reason I want that one saved is because I'm going to be... Yeah, I haven't got it. That's fine. I'm going to save it because I want to pick up the straw behind this combine. So, we're going to generate the course first. Get the width. And this is an odd width, so it's not like I can just make a new course, because you can't actually input 13.2 into the width. Starting corners northwest, running east, no headlands, no, but I do want to return to first point, and the reason is I'm going to want to record one with a return to first point and one without. My baler is, I don't want to return because he'll just knock bales hitter skitter, but when I have my guy set up to pick up the bales, I want him to return. So I'm going to generate this course with a return to first point activated first. That's nicely done, and we'll see that. Yep. Now I'm going to save this. 13.2 meters. S or start northwest. And an R for return. Takes a second to save. Now I'm going to grab that thing. Use this move to folder function 45 and hit it right there. Okay, it takes a second to move it. Now I'm going to just delete that course, generate it again without a return. and save it yet again. Same name, 13.2 meter, start northwest, just without the R, no return and no headland. Takes a second to save once again. So I like to keep my courses organized. I'll move it into that folder, 45 field courses. Done. That's the course I want this combine to run, so fire him up. Start at first waypoint. Drive course. And he will create a windrow because the map creator decided that soybeans create straw, which it doesn't really. Yeah, you could, but nobody, at least locally where I'm from, maybe they do down over there in Michigan, but around here, nobody bales soybean straw. It's just scattered throughout the field. Although straw is pretty valuable right now, maybe somebody would think about it. Anyways, I've got the number 14 in here. I'm going to set him up to be the overloader, obviously. Just zoom out here. So that's this type here. We're going to load it up. Field 45. I already have an overload course done. We'll see if it works. It often doesn't seem to save well. So we'll see. We'll just drive them over to it and see what it looks like. See, it's not much of a course. Denver needs to be, it's almost not really worth bothering to save them. It only takes a second to record it. But let's see, where's my start? Starts way up here. And he's gonna, we'll quickly show it to you. Drive down here. If you haven't seen the overloading course, you record it, you drive through here. Don't get too close to your truck as you pull up beside it, because if you get a little too close, even if you're not that close to them, they'll think it is, there must be a collision issue, and it'll just say it's in traffic. Anyways, once you get to the point where you want to empty, you leave a waypoint, and then you just drop a waypoint in there while you're recording, and then you just drive on to where you want your tractor to stop, which in this case is right here. Now I always grab whatever machine it is I want them to work with. So in this case, it's this one. I know it's this one because it's 210 meters away and it's going farther away. Drive course. And he's going to wait until the fill level is reached. Alright, let's check on all our other stuff right now. Good. 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 Nice. Coming back from the BGA. He's just hanging around. I probably should have shut him off. Am I missing one? Oh, look at that. We're going to have to get reroute. Delete this course and start sending them off to the South BGA. Southeast corner to South BGA 1, please. That tells me, obviously, that bunker was full. So, let's see, we're going to be starting off with, not with the Deutz, actually with the Deutz. I'm going to get him booted up on that course. So, 25 field courses, Southeast BGA 1. Combine, automatic search. Which one is this one again? I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Double check our speeds. I'm gonna, oh, our speeds need to be set. just notice that tractor, whichever one it was, leaving. I gotta intercept him and send him on his next route. Don't be a dink. Just do what you're supposed to do. Alright, which one is that? Not this one, which means it is this guy. Alright, you stop. You're curious, this is the course. That's a fairly long drive. So we'll get him close to this course. Send him on down. He's already got pretty dirty, and by the end of this he's going to be filthy. The heck? There you go. Means I just got to get the case rerouted. And I don't want to do that until he's full. What, are you waiting for the harvester to turn around? Real quick, we'll check it. You'll see the overloading going on. If I can remember which number, I think it's this one. Yeah. This auger wagon doesn't have a soybean texture, so you don't see it, but it's going in there. As you can see, he stopped waiting. This auger wagon also doesn't work with course play. It doesn't automatically fill out the auger, so I just leave it out. That works just fine. And then that will fill this truck up, I believe, and then the truck will go and do its delivery. But real quick, I just got to catch this guy. I'm going to stop him here, bring him up to where this new course, the South BGA course, starts. Southeast at SBGA 1. And it just starts with the entrance and the exits of this field, but I didn't bother recording anything else to get it in closer. Drive now. And he's off, so they're all done and looked after. Now let's go back to... Stop it. Stupid speed 3 thing. Unhook this guy. Fold. The trucks are down there waiting to be loaded. There's 3 of them, so I'm getting a traffic warning. You can do 2 trucks on a run like that, a loaded start run, and they won't complain about traffic, assuming you have your start and stops well located. But 3 won't work. Alright. So once again, we're going to generate 2 courses, one with a return, one without. We'll double check, make sure I did delete the earlier versions I had already did of this. Oh, no I didn't. Start northwest without a return. Oh, wait, dummy, wrong field. That would have been embarrassing. And no, I did delete them. Okay. So, set the width. Field 13. Starting corner, why is that red? Is in this case northwest again. Come on, smart enough. Running south. Turn. Activated. Save. 13.2 meter. Start. Northwest. Turn. Save. Put that in field 13's folder. What I find is if you have too many of these field courses, these ones with a whole ton of waypoints in them, basically, it starts, your load time gets crazy insane. Unactivated. 13. Go. And B, suddenly I can't, if I get too many courses in there, suddenly I can't delete them anymore. I have to do it manually. It's a big pain in the butt. 13.2 meter, start northwest. Boom. And once again, move it into the proper folder. So I have another course plate file out there that's got a whole bunch of field courses in it. And if I need to delete something in it, I have to do it. I have to open up the HTML file in Notepad++ or whatever and do it that way. It's kind of a pain in the arse. Drive course and grab that case tractor number 15. Field 40, 13. I always get these two fields confused. 13 field courses, overload. Set them up for overload. Pick my combine, which is probably this guy, because the other one will be miles away. Speeds are set. These settings are all good. Let's press drive course and see what happens. No combine in reach, and waiting. Yep, he'll go grab that combine. And since we've now been at this for a full hour, I am going to shut her down and start a new video where we will just carry on getting this harvesting. We'll be gotta get the potato harvest set up next. Okay.